It's reported only 1% of the world's population has completed a marathon. Even fewer have visited all 7 continents. Chad Pline introduces us to a woman in our Ozarks Life who is on both of those lists.
Since Christina Clark and her husband, Dr. Michael Clark, retired, they've run in some races and traveled. Recently, though, Christina combined both.
7 continents, 7 marathons. I am 62. I haven't done it. It sounds very interesting.
And it happens over just 7 days. It's called the Great World Race, and it has to start in Antarctica because of the weather conditions.
Antarctica is very notorious for flight cancellations.
From Antarctica, day 2 is in Cape Town, South Africa. Day 3 took Christina to Perth, Australia. Then days 4 and 5 were in Istanbul. Europe is on one side of town, and Asia is on the other side. Day 6 was Cartagena, Colombia, and from South America, it was off to North America for marathon number 7 in Miami.
It was just enough time to eat, rest, a kind of rest, and then go and run. 2 nights when I slept 2 hours, and 1 night 3.5 hours. It's kind of a boot camp.
Yeah. Day 1 was the hardest for Christina. The adrenaline quickly met with the snow and the ice of Wolf's Den, Antarctica.
The legs were heavy, it was a jet lag, and I also had the abdominal cramping for the first 2 hours. It was pretty tough, but I got through it.
By day 2 in South Africa, the conditions and her run time of around 4 hours were closer to normal. And that continued until South America and marathon number 6. The weather was completely the opposite of what her body endured in Antarctica with a heat index of over 100.
With the tired legs and lack of sleep, that was the 6th marathon, I really felt it. So at my age, you know, I really was lucky because I never developed any injury.
The retired nurse powered through and completed the 7 marathons on 7 continents in 7 days in Miami. That's 183.5 miles in 1 week.
I didn't cry, but I was very happy because I made a commitment to myself. I just didn't want to fail.
Christina Clark hopes her story can be an inspiration for others who might be running down a goal.
Because challenge is good in our lives. I think it's teaching us a lot about how to get there. And when you get there, it feels so good.
With a globe-trotting Ozarks Life, I'm Chad Pline, KY3 News.
Christina, who runs often, trained for the Great World Race for a month and a half before leaving for Antarctica. And she said that was her favorite spot because it's so unique.